roast battle show that you were all staying for. Please give it up for James Pontillo.
Give it up for Divya, my only black friend. She is, she's, I had a crazy, my car got stolen this week. My car got stolen by a prostitute this week. That's true. And you're supposed to say sex worker now, but she stole my car. I'm going to call her whatever I want. So this is the crazy story. The cops told me that she stole my car because she robbed 20 grand from her pimp, and she had to pay him back. So she was going to use my car as a payment. That's what's going to happen, which is crazy. So I got it back, but like I'm kind of conflicted about it. Because on the one hand, I'm happy that I got my car back, but on the other hand, she's dead. Like he murdered her for sure. These guys are laughing too hard right here. That's it. I'm broke. Anyone else here broke? You ever like get your card declined? That happened to me 2 days ago, and you always have to play it off when your card gets declined. You know, you got to kind of play it off. I'm like, oh, sometimes when it's a really big purchase, my bank doesn't let it go. And she's like, yeah, well, I can't sell you the Snickers bar. It's just not happening. People are all upset about the Black Little Mermaid. Is anyone here upset? Get out. No, I'm kidding. Look, I'm all for it, all right? I think more black actors. I want fucking Queen Elizabeth to be played by a black actress. I want Wanda Sykes to be the next Queen Elizabeth. I want them to do a Tucker Carlson movie just so Tyler Perry can play him in that. All right. That last one sucked, but first two, fine. I watched the entire first season of Forensic Files. Has anyone seen it? It's a murder documentary for this year. I learned a lot about murderers watching that. For example, there's a way psychologists can tell who's a murderer just by looking at them. You can tell who's a murderer if you look them in the eyes and they're a man. That's usually men murder fellas. You two, am I right? You murdered 3 women on the way here today. A lot of men murder their wives. Who's married here, by the way? How long you both been married? 3 years. That's when it happens. That's usually a lot of men murder their wives to be with their girlfriends. Which is crazy. You know, it's like, how could you do that? How could you get 2 women to fuck you? I don't understand. Imagine having so much pussy you have to murder some. You're like, there's too much pussy here. I gotta get rid of some. I just gotta. They always all these murder documentaries describe the female victim the same way. She's always also the most beautiful woman ever. Somehow, they're like, she was amazing. She gave to charity. She gave to homeless people, and she loved puppies, and she hugged, and she recycled, and she did her taxes. And everyone loved her. I'm like, everyone, what about the person who murdered her? They're like, her smile could light up a room. I'm like, her smile couldn't even stop her from getting murdered. That is true. Thank you. One person over there. Are you all lesbians together? What's going on? What's going on here? I think you're all lesbians. I don't know. By the way, someone's supposed to turn that light off, but it's been on. All right, that's for the comics. All right, hey, what's up? How you doing? Anyone dating here? Who's fucking? Anyone? Just one said woo. Okay, that's it. I've lived with the same woman for the past 8 years, and we don't really have a lot of sex anymore. We just fight a lot. That's it. Just not a lot of sex, a lot of fighting. A buddy of mine, don't say aw. A buddy of mine's like, well, why do you stay then? I'm like, because at the end of the day, she's still my mom. And that's right, everyone. I fucked my mom. That's anyone else? All right, that's good. I'll end on this. What? Shut up. All right. I think New York City's roaring back. I saw a homeless guy in Times Square the other day. He had a sign that said, Jews control the banks. And then under that it said, just Google it. I did Google it. It's true. But I'm fine with it because I'm fully Italian, and I wouldn't want Italians running the banks, you know? That would be bad. I think if that happened, you would just get a letter from Chase at the end of the month. Like, we at Chase know you had 10 grand in checking, but we really thought the Jets were going to win Sunday. It's like, what? You go to the teller for a mortgage, they're like, actually, this month we were hoping you could help us out. All right. I said I'll end on that, but didn't do well. So I'm gonna end on this. I'm a younger comic. I get writer's block a lot, and I asked like an older comic friend, like, "What do you do when you get writer's block and you have no creativity?" He's like, "Oh, that's easy. You just gotta get in the car and drive. Driving opens up the left side of your brain." I'm like, I think that only worked for JFK. I don't think that's. Oh, you guys are ready. Roast battle's next. Give it up for your final comic for this show, Olga Namer.
Hey guys, what's up? Cool. Wow, I'm a Jew.